Running isn't something I leave at home when I travel. It's part of the adventure. And for me, it's also part of training for the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon on September 13th, 2025. This leg of my training took me through 5 runs across 3 countries in South America, all while dealing with the excitement and fatigue from traveling and a nagging pain in my sciatic nerve. But there are rewards to running while on vacation. This pattern on the sidewalk feels very Brazilian because it looks like that too in Rio. Bom dia! I'm here in São Paulo, Brazil, and it's 6 weeks away from the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon. I'm taking my usual summer vacation, and this year I'm in South America. But just because I'm in the Southern Hemisphere means that I'm going to put my half marathon training on hold. Instead, I'm going to take it here. And guess what? Instead of beating myself in the heat that's going on right now, I get to take advantage of winter in South America. Today's workout is 6 miles, and it's a speed workout. We're going to do 1.5 miles warm up and then 2 times 14 minutes at 8:20 pace. As you can see, Sao Paulo is pretty urban. However, I did find a park near my hotel. Kind of crazy right now because it's sort of rush hour traffic right now at 8 a.m. and I see a lot of people walking around, getting on buses to work. So the game plan is I'm going to run the perimeter of the park kind of like a track. Yeah, it's going to be a little monotonous, having to keep running around, but whatever. I would rather do 6 miles outside than on the treadmill in my hotel. Oh yes, and the weather is 51 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect running weather. Whereas in California right now, I don't know. It's much hotter. All right, here we go. We're gonna do the warm up here. And we are at Praça da República. And this isn't even peak rush hour, but you can see it can get crowded. At least it's nice and shaded. 1 lap of this park is 0.35 miles. It's definitely cooler running here in Sao Paulo than in Rio de Janeiro 10 years ago when I vacationed there. And oh boy, was it hot and humid in February, which is their summertime. Nice stretch of open space here. The actual name of this area translates to República Square, not park. I thought Praça meant park, but guess not. It's square. Now for the speed part of the workout, I came across the street here. It looks like a straight path across the street, and this street is called Itapetinga. Alright, well it looks like it's a straight runway. There's still people, but it seems much easier to dodge them here than at the park because the park winds around. So here we go. I'm going to do my first set of 14 minutes at 8:20 pace. We'll see if I can actually do it because it is a little crowded, and then there's a cop car approaching me right now. Never mind, I'm back at República Square. That street ended up being a lot crowded with pedestrians, and then there's all these trucks and cleaning trucks, vans going in and out. It was just disrupting my stride. So back at the park. Got my 2 sets of 14 minutes at threshold pace done. I don't think I hit 8:20. It was kind of hard trying to weave around people. And then earlier when I was on that street and weaving around police cars, cleaning trucks, moving trucks. But I did return to that pedestrian street for my cool down just to change up the scenery. And that's it. 6 miles done. Now, did I hit my paces? No, I didn't. The first set, it was a little slow. The second set was a little bit better at 8:28, but didn't quite hit the 8:20 pace. It's okay. I'm on vacation. I tried. I got out when I could have been sleeping in, or I could have done this workout on the treadmill, but it wouldn't have been as fun. And running outside here in Sao Paulo allowed me to explore the city a little bit more. The nice thing is, after our run, we're here at some little mart on Rua 7 de Abril. Yeah, the 7th of April. That must be some significant date to them. And we're gonna get some refreshments. Sometimes you have to adapt. At my resort in Foz de Iguaçu, the treadmill was the best option for an easy 3-miler. Not glamorous, but it kept my mileage up while giving my left sciatic nerve a bit of a break. But hey, when your post-run cooldown is a view of Iguaçu Falls, you can't complain. Bon dia! It is July 31st, 2025. We're still 6 weeks away from the Big Cottonwood Half. No, I'm not in Hawaii, even though I'm wearing a Waikiki Lululemon running shirt. Instead, I'm here at Iguaçu Falls on the Brazilian side, so still in paradise. It's 6:30 a.m. and still dark. However, I wanted to crank out this run early because we have a big day of hiking in Iguaçu Falls ahead of us. I wanted to get to the park early before the lines start forming. This is a nice resort. It's the Sanma Hotel, and of course, they have a nice gym. I'm gonna go ahead and crank out 3 miles easy on the treadmill and then go out for our hike in Iguaçu Falls. It's like saving my legs for when it's worth it, and it's a trip of a lifetime. I really wanted to see the waterfall. Here's a preview of Iguaçu Falls, and if you want to see this future vlog, make sure to subscribe to my channel. There's Jason already in there getting a head start. Yeah, this is a pretty nice gym. They got weights and everything. Half an hour later, the sun is finally coming up and we are done. You can't let perfect be the enemy of good, so no shame in running on the treadmill to get your run in. When you're traveling, your itinerary takes precedence. This is how you know if you're at a luxurious resort. They got apples at the gym and an orchid. How many times do you see that at your regular gym? That was a productive run. Cranked out 3 miles and saved my legs for our hike later on at Iguaçu Falls. Good morning, koi fish. Guess you guys are coming out from under the bridge for a workout, or maybe not. I think they're scared by my voice. I'm just glad that even though I'm on vacation and I got a big excursion coming up later during the day, that I was able to fit in a short workout. So that's it for my runs in Brazil. I'll see you in Argentina. Next stop, Buenos Aires. Running in a city like this is a workout and a walking tour rolled into one. Buenos dias! I'm here in Buenos Aires. It's August 5th, 2025, and we're 5 weeks away from the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon. As you can see, I'm dressed for cooler weather. I got a neck gaiter, I got a long sleeve, and I have gloves on because it's 45 Fahrenheit. That's South America in August for you. So it's winter time for them. I'm totally cool with it. Figuratively and literally. Better than training in the summer heat of Southern California. I'm currently at the Plaza General San Martín. Our hotel was over there in the micro central area. It's like some shopping area. But today's run is going to be nice and easy. 4 miles, and I'm just going to do circles around the park. This is my form of exercise because, yeah, you don't want to see me tango dance. My poor legs are gonna get tangled up together. Tres, dos, uno, listo! I pass monuments, tree-lined paths, and historic architecture. The kind of run where you forget your training because you're too busy sightseeing. I even saw an older runner wearing a soccer jersey running up and down some inclines. So I like to believe he used to be a professional soccer player keeping up his fitness. Feels so good to run outside, this cool weather. Also gives me a chance to look around this area some more. I don't know how I got onto the upper level. I was just doing circles and somehow got up here to the top. You know what? Let's take a look out here. Wow, it's really beautiful. I love it. All right. 1 more mile. It's a hills workout, 2 on top of it, but more like a rolling hill thing because it's uphill here, but on the other side it's downhill. See, and on this section, it's downhill. So this is a really great rolling hills workout. Do you know what I love about Buenos Aires? They have a lot of third places, such as this park, to allow me to run. All right, look who we have here. Hey, we're done. 4 miles down, not my greatest run. I'm kind of dealing with an injury right now. My left sciatica nerve's been flaring up during this trip, which isn't a great time to flare up. During the past week and a half, I've done a lot of walking through all the different cities we visited, and then at Iguaçu Falls on both sides, both on the Brazil and Argentina side. So I haven't really gotten much rest, but you know what? I'm glad that I was able to get out this run. The air is crisp and clean, so I guess it's true what they say, Buenos Aires, good air. So for now, I'm gonna say adios and hasta luego. My paces were less than stellar because the rolling hills nature of the plaza aggravated my sciatic pain. Oh well, at least the run got done. We refueled at our hotel's breakfast buffet, one of the highlights of traveling.
Little mini arepas.
Ooh, that's exciting. Mini arepas. I love Argentina. Where else can you have a brownie for breakfast? It was a lot of work to get that easy run done, so this breakfast was well deserved. Finally, we hit Montevideo, where I squeezed in 2 3-mile runs along La Rambla. This is a runner's paradise, a long, uninterrupted path right by the ocean. Oh boy, is it windy! Buenos Dias from Montevideo, Uruguay. It is August 8th and we're still 5 weeks away from the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon. I'm here on La Rambla, which is a really nice coastal walkway, promenade. It's like 47 Fahrenheit, but it feels much colder than that because of the winds. I should enjoy this because right now it's really hot in LA. It's like, 90 to 100 Fahrenheit. Got on some cold gear, got my gaiter, my long sleeve. I actually have a tank underneath this. And then I also have my calf sleeves. If I were smarter, I would have packed my running tights, but I didn't think it was going to be this cold and windy. But we'll deal with it, and at least today, it's sort of a short run, only 3 miles easy, so we'll do 1.5 miles going this way and 1.5 going back. At least the views will be beautiful. Okay, here we go. This is La Rambla, Montevideo's crown jewel for runners. It's basically one long oceanfront track. I could run for miles in either direction without hitting a single stoplight. It goes on for 13.7 miles, longer than a half marathon. Obviously, I'm not going to run the entire thing. Of all the cities I ran in, Montevideo was the easiest to run in because of La Rambla. No need to do circles around a park or a public square. Okay, we're going to go downstairs here, and this is where we'll turn around. It's fun to run around. Okay, we're going to get back up, running back to the direction that we started at, going back to the hotel. 3 miles down, and it's windy, but you know what? I wasn't too cold. My left sciatic nerve was still bothering me, but this run felt a lot better than in Buenos Aires. We're 4 weeks away from Big Cottonwood Half. I'm still here in Montevideo. It's my last day. I have my last run. It's a 3-mile run, but first, gonna eat these galletas or cookies filled with dulce de leche. What can I say? Breakfast of champions, right? Gotta fuel myself for this 3-miler. I'm gonna eat this croissant-looking thing because this looks close to breakfast, but it's filled with dulce de leche. Wow, did I get lucky? My last day, my last run here on Montevideo, South America, and it's not windy, it's sunny, it's cool, but pleasantly cool. It's only 49 Fahrenheit. Here we go, last run in South America. Here we go, 3 miles. So what it's like running in South America in July and August? First, it's winter here, which means cooler temperatures, perfect for training without overheating. I probably should have packed a pair of running tights, but my shorts and calf sleeves kept my legs warm enough. I was definitely glad I had brought a long sleeve running shirt. Second, running on vacation takes some planning. Not every city has wide sidewalks or obvious running paths, so scouting your route the night before helps. Third, sometimes you have to adapt your workouts. Between crowds, uneven streets, and my sciatica flare-up, I swapped a couple of runs for easier efforts, but the important part is keeping the habit alive. Here, 1.5 miles, so time to turn back. Let's go.
last run on Rambla. I'm so glad to be running today because later on tonight I have nearly a 17-hour flight back to LA. But that's because I have a connection. So this is good to get my body moving because I'll be sitting down for a long period of time.
Big Cottonwood is just weeks away, and these South American miles are going in the bank. Wherever you are, keep running. Your body and your future race day self will thank you.
And that's it. 3 miles done. One last look at the ocean. I've been traveling for the last 2.5 weeks through South America, and I'm happy that I didn't miss any scheduled runs, including this one, which was actually a bonus run. Originally, I wasn't scheduled to have a run today because I do have a flight later this evening, but you know what? It ended up working out just fine. Just meant 30 more minutes here on La Rambla and one last look at Montevideo.
This actually was my best easy run during my 2 weeks in South America. The sciatica was starting to feel better at the end of my vacation, ironically. You know what they say about refueling after a run, so I'm gonna do that with some more galletas de dulce de leche. Look at that thick layer of dulce de leche.